up, everybody? Welcome back, and welcome to Monday, October 21st, day 15 of Climbing the Mountain. We'll start with the reporting, then we'll get into some other things. Start out with the weight was 354.6, the same as yesterday. I'm going to touch back on that here shortly. Moving on to the blood pressure, I measured that this morning at 154/98. With the amount of sodium we are ingesting, I guess this would be expected. I will come right back to that again. Introducing the sleep report. So I got 5 3/4 hours of sleep last night. Not ideal by any means. I will come back to that. I'll jump into the food briefly here. For breakfast, I was running around at work today and I ended up not eating anything. Not ideal, but not the end of the world, of course. For lunch, went to Burger King, had two bacon double cheeseburgers plain and a small lemonade. For dinner, we had sesame chicken with white rice. And then that will take us to the MyFitnessPal chart. As you can see, the sodium is high again, but this is what we're going to talk about until we fix it. And that will bring me right into my talking points. So yesterday we talked about sodium and the influence it has on your blood pressure. Brian was kind enough to do some more research and provide some more information, so I'd like to share that with you. So in addition to the blood pressure, sodium, when you ingest it, also retains water in the body uh, in order to process it. So when you get these very high amounts, you're going to have maybe excessive water retention, and so your weight movement isn't going to be what you'd expect because of that. And if you're holding a bunch more water, you're certainly not going to lose very much, if any, weight. So it will have an impact on that part of the project as well. In addition to that, with the inclusion of sleep, Brian gave me an article about cortisol, and I took some notes on that, and I'd like to share that as well. So cortisol is a stress hormone. It's released by our adrenal glands, and that helps us when we're dealing with stressful situations. So when we have high levels of cortisol, it can lead to the following. It can be a weight gain thing, a high blood pressure thing, and those are two bad boys we're working on. It can also disrupt your sleep because it's manipulating your other hormones. It can negatively impact your mood, can lower your energy levels, and says it can also contribute to diabetes. Then it goes on to say just moderately high levels of cortisol can increase your appetite and then also signal the body to shift its metabolism to start storing fat. And then it can lead to tiredness, impaired brain function, and it will also hamper your immune system. And uh, the number one way to combat high levels of cortisol is by getting the proper amount of sleep and also ensuring that you're getting quality sleep. So just by attacking these two things, being the uh, poor amount of sleep that I'm getting and the high sodium levels, we can impact our goals an extreme amount, is what I'm understanding. And the other thing for me too is when I stay up like a dingleberry just for, something I want to do, not something I need to do, and I only get these 3, 4, and 5 hours of sleep that I've been getting this last week, I I do feel these things. The tiredness is apparent immediately. It's uh it's near impossible to get out of the bed when you're that tired. You can't function. I can just immediately tell I'm not sharp. I screw up things that are second nature to me. Um, it's just problems that are unnecessary, and they're unnecessary and they're contributed by something that we can control. So we're having some problems. We're getting some bad results, and in the past, this is something that would cause me to start to lose the fire, but the difference is now we're going to acknowledge it, we're going to learn from it, and we're going to figure out what we can do to get better. And we've got this, in front of us now. Trying to watch the sodium and getting good sleep will do wonders for us, and we want to, we're going to put that into practice. It's not always going to be a statistical victory. In these days where we're having the the bad measurements, if we learn something from it, ultimately it's a grand success. If these things that I'm learning, well, now I know these for the rest of my life. I can put these into practice for the rest of time. So we are that much better for it and that much more prepared going forward. So nothing to worry about as long as we learn. We're succeeding. We're getting closer to our goals. And that's all this is about. That is where I'll cut it for today. Want to thank everybody for watching. Again, please like, comment, subscribe for me to help me grow the channel. Let's keep getting better. Let's keep climbing the mountain, and I will see you in the next one.